As the world keeps grappling with the coronavirus pandemic, Lagos, one of Africa's most populous cities, has continued to show optimism that the deadly coronavirus can be curtailed as more patients are now being discharged from its isolation center after they tested negative twice. The state government has now rolled out free medicals as an additional palliatives for the most vulnerable residents in the state. Welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan.
The ever-busy Third Mainland Bridge, Ikoyi and Lekki all dead silent and free. No street trading. All companies' gates are under lock and key. Event centers are also shut. This is not the Lagos many know. The hustle and bustle is now on compulsory holiday. Welcome to Ekpe, located on the north side of the Lekki Lagoon. The directive for all residents to stay at home due to coronavirus in place. The level of compliance is high here, with security agents mounting roadblocks at strategic positions. On seeing us, residents dashed out to express their dissatisfaction with the order. The stimulus that comes in food parks is meant for the vulnerable in the state. It's aimed at cushioning the effect of the first 14-day stay-at-home directive announced by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Meanwhile, for Adekunle and friends, this is a time to bond with no idea of social distance.
Governor wa ti sọ fún wa àti president wa wọ́n ní ká jókòó sílé ká má lọ sẹ́ni nítorí àǹfààní ara wa náà ni. Àwa náà dá ìṣe náà jẹ́ pé láti cooperate pẹ̀lú governor àti president wa. Torí pé tá bá ń lọ tá bá ń bọ̀ àwọn àrùn tó wà ń ta yìí Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó yà nílé anybody wa.
Until after the 14 days shutdown directive, anyone not on essential duty is deemed to have violated the law. On 27th of March, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu signed the Infectious Disease Regulation 2020 law. Section 9 of the law says any person who violates the lockdown or stay-at-home order can be arrested without warrant and can be detained for 48 hours. Where the person is found guilty, the sum of 100,000 naira fine or 1 month imprisonment or 3 months community service will be served. This is one of the Lagos State Economic Stimulus Rebargain and Distribution Centers. Hundreds of youths are engaged here. All hands are on deck transferring the items from 50 kg bags to 5 kgs for handy distribution. All sealed. Other finished products like the sachet pepper, tomatoes and onions and bread are added. The packages are then loaded into vehicles for onward distribution to every local council in the state to cushion the effects of the stay-at-home order. A pack like this is meant for a family of 6. For the period of the 14-day stay-at-home directive, 200,000 households have been earmarked in this first phase of the program.
The situation whereby while we are distributing food pack, we are also causing a lot of form of violence.
It is the turn of Bariga Local Council Development Area. At Idiodo Primary School, Bagada, residents are already waiting with their hands spread out to maintain social distance. With tickets in their hands, they take turn to receive the package.
I feel happy for a whole governor of a state to remember me. So I'm one of the beneficiaries. So, and I want to tell other people in the other states that Lagos is working.
I have to say a very big thank you to our governor for his support. May God help him.
I appreciate the proactiveness and the rapid response given to the community members and the tradesmen and artisans and the people in Lagos State as a whole.
This is also another landmark decision by His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for providing COVID-19 food relief to the people of Bariga. And he has done tremendously well to break the chain. And one of the elements that we use to break this chain is that as people are sitting at home, we also have to provide food relief for them. So I must commend the Governor and also the Minister of Agriculture for a job well done. The critical stakeholders in the local government are the CDC, the market women and all that. This good gesture is being supervised under the Ministry of Agriculture in Lagos State, and of course there's a synergy between the government and the local authorities in Lagos State. And that's why I'm here, to stand in and speak for the people of Bariga and to tell the whole world that yes, we have received our package and it's done well and is well distributed for the good people of Bariga. And I can tell you that this is continuous. It's just a way of telling people that sit at home, the government is concerned about you, we have to break the chain. This COVID-19 is real, stay at home. And I also want to use the opportunity to tell our people that this is not a public holiday. Some of our wards are on the street playing football. That's another way of spreading this COVID-19. The government, they are doing their bits to cut this chain. So we have to support the government by staying at home. It's not a public holiday. It's just a way of telling you, stay at home. Let us curtail the spread of this coronavirus. It is real.
While this exercise is a continuous one, residents have constantly been advised to exercise patience and maintain social distancing and good personal hygiene to reduce the spread of this deadly virus. Lagos State government has jerked up efforts to fight the global pandemic, which has put more than half of the world's population on lockdown. The Lagos State government is aware of this danger and has been formulating policies to fight the scourge. At the briefing, the governor shed more light on what is being done to ensure that the state government remains on the front foot.
I would certainly need to thank all of us, all of our citizens that have obeyed the instruction to stay at home. I'm also pleased to announce more good news around the recoveries, which we'll talk later. But at our security meeting, we're also glad to mention that we do not have any incidents between any of our security operatives and our citizens. They've actually been very cooperative, both the citizens and our security operatives. And like I did mention to them, they need to put a human face to the activity of even this lockdown. And coming out of this meeting, they've also assured me that the security of life and property will continue to be 24/7, round the clock. The security of life and property will continue to remain 24/7, and this is not a time or an opportunity for scrupulous elements in our environment to think that they want to. Women that have to do delivery in this month of April, either cesarean or normal delivery, will also be attended to free of charge. All admission within this period too will also be covered and will be treated free of charge in the month of April at the first instance. What this means at this time is patients that have the above listed conditions will need to access our hospital will be treated free. I'm aware that this will also further burden the already burdened medical personnel that we have. But they've assured me, and that's why I'm excited, they've assured me that they will rise up to this challenge, and they will be able to spread themselves and be able to offer this service to our citizens and are vulnerable at this very crucial time.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also stated that security operatives will not entertain any breakdown of law and order. While calling for support from residents, the governor said Lagosians must remain united in the fight against the pandemic.
The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his wife, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, have tested negative for the coronavirus. The state's Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, announced this on his official Twitter account under his hashtag COVID-19 Lagos Update tweets in the early hours of Friday. Professor Abayomi also revealed that personal aides of the governor and the First Lady who got tested for the coronavirus are all negative. Professor Abayomi thanked Lagosians for their support and show of understanding as the state government continues to battle the spread of the virus. The health commissioner
that are looking after the patients are at risk. Because they're coming right into contact with patients, they have to go through special training. They have to wear special protective equipment. They have to understand how to move around in a ward. And the shorter the time they are in the ward, the better. Because as we know, this infection can be airborne. So as long as you're breathing, you're at risk.
The training is in many different parts because we have different types of volunteers. We have the core health workers, we have the drivers, we have the cleaners, and so each person is going to be brought in for a training that's appropriate to the requirements that we have of them.
With more than 1,000 volunteers, the Lagos State government believes this will help reduce the stress on the health workers already on the front line of curbing the spread of coronavirus.
Now put your palms together. I'd like us to go through the steps together. So once you have your hand sanitizer in your hands, kindly keep it with you so we can go through the steps together. Kindly look at the instructions so we follow the steps. Rub your hands together, palm to palm. Then place your right palm over the left dorsum and interlace your fingers. Place your left hand over your right dorsum and interlace the fingers as well. Now put your palms together with your fingers interlaced as well. We need to clean the back of our fingers, so let us put the back of our fingers to opposing palms with our fingers interlocked and vice versa. Now we want to do rotational rubbing of the left thumb clasped in our right palm. And we do rotational rubbing of our right thumb clasped in our right hand. Now we move to the step of rotational rubbing backwards and forwards with clasped fingers of right hand in left palm. After which we do so vice versa. And there we have our clean hands.
They are also to make sure the isolation centers are properly managed.
What we know is that with the right skill, with the right knowledge, and doing the right thing, all our health workers can be protected.
Emergency preparedness is a key word, such that when such things happen in future, we don't need to do a few things, then we are on, rather than beginning from afresh. That's what we are doing, and like the isolation centers coming up, like people letting people know the general rule, general hygienic rule. Normally, that apart from social distancing, regularly you should wash your hands.
Kindly look at the instructions.
It is believed that after the training, the volunteers will help reduce the confirmed cases and curb the spread of the virus in Lagos State.
Some streets and roads not totally deserted in Lagos, as residents could still be found moving around. That was my discovery on the way to Idiaraba with a population of more than 50,000 residents. Concerned leaders of the community have pooled resources to assist governments in curbing the spread of COVID-19 in their area. This area really needs to be sterilized.
We decided to fumigate all the nook and cranny of Idiaraba so that to sensitize our people of the COVID-19 that is ongoing. And that is why we organize ourselves. We now say we should fumigate every corners of Idiaraba.
That is why the 4 zones of the Community Development Association in Idiaraba are uniting alongside some ethnic leaders to fumigate every nook and corners of the area. Rather than waiting for the government, this is a call for individuals and groups to join in this common cause of curbing the spread of COVID-19.
We don't have to wait for government for other things to do. We should start it ourselves. When the government's
further reduced.
That's a package on this edition of Inside Lagos. But before we go, we would like to say a big thank you to all our health workers in the front line, keeping us safe. To the sick, we say get well soon. To the healthy, please stay at home and stay safe. Together, we can defeat the coronavirus pandemic in Lagos and indeed Nigeria. See you next time. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. Bye for now.